Hi, I'm going to prove that Jacob's bounces are not ricochets, which personally I'm a little disappointed even needs to be said. I have seen so many trash tier YouTube videos that are like, the most OP Rafa build, blah, 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 and they haven't even bothered to test if this even works. So it's pretty self-evident that this doesn't work because, and projectiles not fired from your gun, a ricochet still comes from your gun, but whatever. So indirect projectiles gain lifesteal. This should be incredibly easy to prove. So our ricochets should do more damage. They should be healing us. And hell, we'll add the extra chance to bounce. So it should hit more than 2 targets at least occasionally, right? So if we don't heal at all, and we never get fire damage, and we never get more than 1 bounce, we know for sure they aren't ricocheting, right? Seems logical, right? Okay, well. Nice job. Nice miss, retard. Are you guys even close enough now? Oh, look at that. We didn't heal, and we didn't deal fire damage. Oh, look, again, we didn't heal, and we didn't deal fire damage. Okay, maybe it's just the gun that's broken. Okay, well, let's try a completely different gun. Okay, well, that doesn't count. Okay, well, those straight up didn't ricochet. Damn. See, this is why people don't want to actually go in game and test shit. Okay, well, we didn't heal. And the fire, we didn't heal from that, and the fire damage is coming from the gun itself this time. So we didn't do more fire damage. It didn't take the damage of the gun and apply bonus fire damage to it. It just did the small, like, 200 fire damage from the legendary effect. And it didn't heal us. And this isn't doing anything. You can see more, no healing, no nothing. So, okay, maybe this enemy group is just bugged. Maybe this group is just bugged. Here, let's just look for anyone else to shoot. Maybe it just doesn't work on order. Where are Rippers? Where are the Ripper boys? Anyway, while we drive to some random encounter of literally anything else... Okay, perfect. Never mind. Look, no health, no thing. It's not like, you know, this is either so bugged that occasionally it just doesn't work at all unless you like restart the game, and you're going to have to like just check every single time you start the game and keep restarting until it works, which is not the case. Or it just doesn't fucking work, which is the actual case. Okay. That's it for the evidence. If that's all you care about was the evidence, seeing that this works or not, the video's over. I just need to rant and get this off my chest for a second. If you Google this, BL4, do JACKOBS count as ricochet? This information from garbage tier YouTubers has gotten so bad, the AI overview says yes. Everyone on Reddit says they do work. You know, like this shit. And then, this is the one that really annoyed me. Ricochet is in fact a new bullet. No, it's not. And then, someone merely asking, hey, did anyone actually test this? Gets downvoted into fucking oblivion. Meanwhile, someone who just says, yeah, bro, something happens randomly out of my control. Look at this. Do we know what all counts? I'm aware ricochet effect counts. Like, if you Google this or watch any YouTube video, everyone says yes. But here it is, direct objective proof showing that no, it doesn't. I'm sorry to be the one to have to break this to you, but literally every single fucking YouTuber you are watching right now is just plagiarizing trash tier information that they are just straight up plagiarizing their builds from other creators that posted this, who plagiarized their build from someone else who posted this. And it's this giant fucking sandwich that's just this feedback Ouroboros that's eating itself, where one person posted the original JACKOBS shotgun build, which JACKOBS shotguns are the meta for every class right now, and it looked so strong that they just assumed these skills were doing something because it was that fucking strong. They never tested it. They never showcased. Think about it. In any of the build videos, have you ever seen anyone actually show off if the lifesteal works? Because think about this for a second. If you're shooting like 7 projectiles that are all bouncing, you should be getting multiple rebounces. So it's like, let me get this straight. So you're shooting multiple projectiles like 7 to 10 of them that are all bouncing and rebouncing, and each one is hitting for like 30,000 plus. Each one has 50% lifesteal. Okay, if this actually worked, you would be literally wiping entire screens with every button click and generating hundreds of thousands of health every second. It's ludicrous nonsense. I saw a guy, he has like 1 million subscribers, and this fucking dude took the class mod that gave this skill, then he put a point into it, even though that literally doesn't do anything, and he's like saying he has 100 hours played with Rafa, and I'm like, so you're telling me in 100 hours you never noticed that you didn't double your already doubled movement speed? You didn't notice that wasn't working? Or like the same guy using the same class mod puts points into this. And it's like, dude, did you even read what the fucking class mod you're suggesting people to use does in your build? It literally says it turns overdrive off when the action skill ends, which means you don't benefit from duration. It's like, okay, so people are pushing this shit as like meta when they didn't even spend 5 fucking minutes testing if this interaction even works. They're telling you to use skills and a class mod. They're telling you to use a class mod, then putting points into skills that the class mod disables. So that's further wasted points. I'm honestly, it's disappointing to see these people play like Ultimate Vault Hunter 1 and kill bosses in like 10 seconds with builds that have 20 plus skill points that literally aren't doing anything. You can be level 30 and fucking killing Ultimate Vault Hunter bosses in a handful of seconds, which means this is potentially the easiest Borderlands game in the franchise right now. It's just so frustrating seeing a bunch of just popular people plagiarize bullshit, not even bothering to spend, literally, you saw how quickly I disproved it. It literally takes 2 minutes of just actually playing with your own build to question, hey, this doesn't actually seem like it's doing anything. Yet they are either too ignorant or incompetent to notice that, or they just refuse to care because what really matters is getting your fucking build guide out so you can post your Mobalytics build so they can give you kickbacks for it. Which, by the way, that's why this is so common. I don't know if you know this, but Mobalytics and Maxroll GG, they make deals with people like that one like Rage Gaming whatever guy, like popular build makers. It doesn't matter if what they're saying is true or plagiarized or anything. They just need big popular creators to post a build for like every major skill so they can just have content on their website as soon as possible to drive clicks. Like, I literally know someone who's getting paid to post builds on there. It's literally that simple. They don't fact check, they don't quality check, they just need content and they need it right now. So it leads to these fucking people just pumping out this garbage with zero checking on anything so that they can get something out and get it out quickly and then move on and never talk about the fact that literally everything they said was wrong. And that's how you get player bases in these games that they struggle way too much when they don't need to because some douchebag just wanted a fucking paycheck at your expense. I'm sorry, I'm rambling way too much. It just really does frustrate me.